baseball night in America on Fox. Phillies, Brewers. Race for the postseason is on. Bryce Harper, let's go. Saturday night, 7 Eastern on Fox. Check for the game in your area. We have a very efficient and excellent Weird and Wonderful. We'll start with the wonderful Germany, Finland. Mo Wagner.
Oh.
Bang. Germany wins this one by 26. It was a good win. I had them winning by 25. Lost $20. Wonderful. Braves, Rockies. Kevin Pillar with the grab out in left field. Braves win. They're headed to the playoffs. Rockies fall to 32.5 games behind the Dodgers. Good try, Colorado.
Stadium security.
Wonderful. Canada, Latvia. SGA is just cooking everybody here. 27-6-6. Canada.
Oh my
moves
God,
to
my head is folded.
It's a real powerhouse. And Dustin,
right.
I saw your Dylan Brooks slander, and I didn't like it. Wonderful. Red Sox.
Pulls
Astros,
hamstring.
not for me. Altuve way over the monster here. He hits for the cycle. It's the first Astros player since 2013 to hit for the cycle. Astros in the wild card firmly. Red Sox fading fast, and that's the Weird and Wonderful from the National Pastimes. No weirds there, if you noticed. Broncos country.
That was weird.
That's
Let's
right.
Decide. Russell Wilson is going to be your quarterback or not for the whole year. Michael Lombardi sat down with Bill Simmons and said, don't count on Russ playing 17 just yet. Take a listen.
Oh, geez.
I'm going to say if they start slow, I think Wilson's on a really short leash. And I don't think that. I know that. He's on a really short leash.
Oh, he knows it.
Sean didn't go in there with the idea that, oh, we got to make Russell work. You got to fix Russell. Sean went in there saying, you got nothing. You just make the team better. Make the team better.
Brew, when I put this graphic up the first time, you yelled at me. And you said that was unfair. I said, Brew, these are just the facts.
Is that true?
Last and everything, yes. You chastised
That
me.
must have been
Broncos.
last season.
Because you don't like Russ anymore?
Yeah,
No, I'm just.
Brew is fickle.
I'm objective.
Brew
and
changes
Russ
like the leaves.
surprisingly
And he has abandoned Russ
disappointing. No,
entirely.
surprisingly disappointing last year.
And by the way, by process of
say the
elimination, Brew's beloved Broncos, I don't think he
they're
has a
not making
playoff spot for him unless he has him winning the division, which maybe he will. Who knows? Listen, here's the thing, Coach. Sean Payton was hired to fix the Broncos, not Russell Wilson. Now, the fastest path to fixing the Broncos is to fix Russell Wilson, and he has a 5-year, $240
And now he doesn't have
million
Jerry
contract
Jeudy.
that has not started yet. So moving off him
How exciting.
be incredibly painful a year from now, or even 2 years from now. It would be painful. With that said, Sean Payton has also put a stake in the ground on everything that happened here was the previous coach's fault, and if we don't make the playoffs, I'm going to be pissed. And they have a stretch of games starting with all of a sudden a rivalry game against the Jets, where it goes Jets, Chiefs, Packers, Chiefs,
Sean Payton just made that a lot harder on
Bills
himself.
game is on Monday Night Football right after their bye at the middle of the season. If that
WWL.
stretch goes as badly as I think it can,
Who
as I
knows?
think it will,
LL.
I think Sean Payton, if there's only one parachute on the
WL.
plane, he's putting it on, not giving it to Russell Wilson, and then going from there. And they did give Jared Stidham 2 years, $10 million.
He looked good the other day.
Wilds' his guy, the javelin. And so, yeah, I mean, I think it is more than on the board that he gets benched.
So you're saying week 10 just...
Yeah. After the
Look,
Bills.
I get the 2 years, $10 million, but it's going to take Jared Stidham
Paid
9
like 5 or
years
6.
to make up the dead cap money if they wanted to move on from Russell
Pretty much
Wilson
guaranteed
next year.
wins.
What are you going to just lose games, though, Coach?
Here's the thing. Okay, well, let's
That's a
look at
tough
this.
schedule.
So I agree with Mike in the sense that I don't think this is a great fit in terms of scheme because Sean likes shifting, motioning, multiple personnel groups, a lot of volume. I don't know if that plays into Russell Wilson's strengths. And he's not a patient person at this from a coaching perspective. He wants excellence. I totally understand that too. So you're going to want to make moves. But what are you making a move towards?
Right.
So you've got Jared Stidham. He started, a total of 2 games, and he's 0-2. So that's your big move? That's your big move is going to him? Now maybe that'll work. But even if it works, you can't move on from Russell Wilson at $89 million in dead cap money. Like, what are you going to do? Unless you're a magician with the salary cap or the salary cap is going to jump significantly, he is part of that team. Or maybe you're going to eat 40, 40 plus million a year
For 2 years.
Right.
2
You can
years.
spread it out.
And if you're willing to do that, okay. But that's a seriously tough
Painful
pill
thing.
to swallow.
Yeah, I'm leaning more toward coach. I mean, it's possible, I guess, if he's horrible like he was last year, to be honest. But look, Sean Payton has had success with just about every quarterback he's had. I mean, including ones that are really different. I mean, from Drew Brees to Taysom Hill. I know it's a small sample size with those guys. And Jameis Winston was on the verge of being a dark horse MVP candidate. He was playing really good football. And they were 5-2, 14 touchdowns. I think it was at. So I think what he's going to do, is their defense is good. The run game now is going to have to be critical because now you're without Tim Patrick and
their best receiver is Sutton.
And so if Russ can just manage the game, like obviously
his best year was like 7 years ago.
But he should be humbled enough where he's just trying to get back to being like a solid quarterback.
But if you also killed the guy who was there last year, and you said that it was terrible coaching, shouldn't you be able to do more with the player that is there?
Yeah.
And if you don't, then
You
was
definitely
it terrible
should.
coaching?
And I think he'll be better. Don't you think he'll be better than last year?
Yes.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm not there, but based on the comments from the people who are there, he said it was a historically bad coaching job. So you would assume by adding good coaching, that player who's been great for a long time could play significantly better than he did.
Just quickly, Nick. This is what I would show Russell Wilson if I was Sean Payton. I would say, hey, you used to run for 30 yards. You ran for 33 yards a game, 53 yards a game, 34 yards a game. And then your last year in Seattle, you ran for 13.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to anymore.
And then you ran for 18 and a half.
He told Brandon Marshall that. He told Dan Patrick
You got to run more.
He told Roger Goodell that in the box watching Brady Mahomes in the Super Bowl. I want to be one of those guys, not the guy I've been. He tried to be one of those guys. He's not that type of player.
But he ran more later in the season,
end of the year.
and they had a little success.
Okay,
I mean, I don't want to overblow it, but they played better. So he's going to have to run.
Now he's got a bunch of guaranteed money, so he doesn't have to run if he doesn't want to.
Maybe that's all right.
Don't want
Sit
to
right
run?
here. Get my
guaranteed money.
Is Dak? Come on. That's too much, Hubs.
They paid him way too much money for this to be even an issue. Like, you have to run if you have to run.
Unnecessary distractions. Didn't I say that yesterday?